As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Pulls it in at the 13.
These guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 24, Young. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Steve Young. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Fourth down, Young. That's complete to White. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Young to throw it. Flush to his right. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
first down. Elway escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd and 10. Elway again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Visitors 3, our home team nothing.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing again, it's Elway. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Now Young. Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Tomlinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. We'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, Young. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. And now the up man has it. It's a fake.
Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there, and they were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because this 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake, but when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
Bowell way on first down. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
In motion goes the tight end. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Young defers to Tomlinson. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. Young. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Makes the score. Visitors 10. Our home team, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time, but running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Elway now looking to throw on third. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! LaDainian Tomlinson, 39 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score. Visitors 13. Our home team 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
3 yards remain for second down.
A give to LaDainian up the gut. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on second down. Young under pressure, and down he goes. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. The slot man in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Tomlinson, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Young with a give to Sanders.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to the ground. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Young now from the 50. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Young.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the 8-time Pro Bowler, Steve Atwater. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this fourth quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Try it here. He's back to throw. And they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They'll hand this to Tomlinson running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Elway. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Elway on 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It was Cameron Wake who got in there to make the play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Tomlinson. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Gano's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One last shot for Elway. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.